floor is yours.
Okay, so good. Wait, it's afternoon. Okay, it's afternoon. Okay, good afternoon. Today I would like to start my speech on this as an fan of financially struggling football club on the verge of being acquired by a wealthy member of the royal family would protest boycott in the charge of ownership. And okay, so it was fans and club members who created this club, but if it was taken away, they would not support their own country but others. For example, like Liverpool, something like this. Okay, fine, very normal. Okay, so these clubs represent their communities and they give back by building academies or sport facilities to help foster young talent. If they were acquired by royal families, the royal families would even forget or maybe may not even try to do this act of kindness in this society. And we football club in Malaysia fight for our country but not others, because it will be betrayed if we support another club, and if the club got taken in by the royal members, the members of the original members and fans would feel sad and felt betrayed and distraught. It's better the clubs stay at our. It's better for the clubs stay at our country because they can explain how to bring tourism, and it can also boost local economy by people to watch football clubs, making them getting interest in football clubs. Okay. I will move to the burden now. If the royal family takes ownership, they deter fans and other people from entry, which in turn hurts profits, and investors of the club are going to pull out from the original club. Okay. And so if the royal family took control of the football club, it will hurt the image of the club and cause it ruin the team they stand for. For example, okay.
Do you realize that clubs like Liverpool or Manchester City, they are individual and they do not represent their own country?
But what I said, I didn't say anything about Manchester. I said that I didn't say anything about Manchester. Okay, so anyways, Liverpool's motto is that you never walk alone, or they build on some moral philosophy. Because of that, but because of this, it will also hurt the image of the club because they lose the things they stand for. And if royal family took control of the club, it will also ruin the idea of sportsmanship, even if it is your rivals, and even though you still have some level to respect for the skill and the ability for each other. And if the royal family took control of the football club, it will also okay, I'm going to end my speech in 3, 2.
Thank you very much. Let's invite the next speaker, leader of opposition. Here.
I just need a few more seconds because the song is like.
start in 3, 2, 1. Hello? Imagine us as a football club, we wouldn't want our fans to protest or boycott the change in our ownership because it just simply creates a lot of chaos. What can I or me as a fan do to stop the Saudi royal family, right? Our burden in this debate is to prove why, as a financially struggling football club, being bought by the voting members of Saudi royal family is a good thing for fan. Now, to prove this, there will be some arguments and followed by three layers of rebuttals. Now, the rebuttals, what Prime Minister said, right? They said that they don't support their country anymore. Now, I'd like to say that clubs are individual and they don't represent their own country. Second, they said that the royal family will just simply ignore them. They never told us. Okay, first of all, they never told us why. Because why would they buy a club? Why would they buy a football club if they just want to simply ignore them, right? That just doesn't make sense. And third, they said that it will ruin the image of the club. This is just a one-liner that they said. This is just a one-liner that they stated and they didn't expand upon. They kept saying that they will. They kept saying that they will lose. Now, on the first point, the football club is struggling. In this motion, is clearly emphasized that the football club is financially struggling. In this debate, I think we can clearly agree on the fact that any amount of money for the struggling football club is desperately needed. On their side, they cannot debate whether they get the money because the Saudi royal family is one of the richest, if not the richest family in the world. Therefore, financially stability is an exclusive benefit on our side. But how does this financial aid help the actor in the motion, which is the fan? Well, as a fan, we want the club to succeed. As you all probably agree, if you want to succeed, money will probably be helpful in that situation. With this, as a fan, I would definitely think that being acquired by Saudi royal family is a good thing because we have the financial stability, which is only exclusive on our side. Furthermore, it is easy to see that the Saudi royal family is just trying to help the football club. The Saudi royal family is just buying out a financially struggling club that they will see potential in. This looks like the rich family trying to help the poor, yet on the Gulf side, the rich receive backlash when they're just even trying to help. Do realize that there are very few better ways for the football club to be revitalized. If upstate an alternative that is better, they've already lost, as their football club is going to continue to be financially impaired, which is obviously worse for the fan. Now, as a football club, even if you have the talent, you have to join higher competitions in order to prove yourself to a lot of people. Now, being bought by this Saudi royal family, this football club will get more chances to join higher competition levels and obviously more career opportunities. As a football club, having the chance to prove yourself is very important. No matter how good you are, if you don't get invited to a high level competition, your talent won't be shown and your income and fan base will be less. Now, we're not saying that these opportunities are not present on our government side, but on our side, the football club is given a heads up because the Saudi royal family is one of the most well-known entities in the world. Now, let's do some actor analysis. Personally, I would definitely be happy if my favorite football club enters more competition, more opportunities, because just being bought by these royal families. Okay, that will be all my speech. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's call the next speaker, Deputy Prime Minister. Here. Sorry? I don't know.
But I'm not keeping track of the time.
You're always
in my speech, I'll be giving 2 arguments, and after my arguments, I'll be rebutting against the Prime Minister from the opposition side. Sorry, the leader of opposition from the opposition side. So firstly, in my first argument, I will mostly just repeat what my Prime Minister said, which is as fans of this club, our side wouldn't want the Saudi royal family to take it away, because we want the fan to we want the club to work. Yes.
You said that you don't want the football club to be taken away. What does it mean? What do you mean?
Well, actually, I was planning on addressing this in my rebuttals, but I might as well say it now. So basically, why are you a fan of this club? For me, the performance of this football club attracted me, and therefore I became a fan. So how did it attract the royal Saudi royal family? Well, why would the Saudi royal family want to sponsor this club if they don't want any benefit from it? Are they just wasting their money? So obviously, the benefit is that they want to take the club from themselves due to the good performance and the skills that this club has, and implement it on their country. Okay, so you said my arguments are done. Let's move on to the rebuttals now.
Wait. Alright, okay. Okay, continue.
Okay, so moving on to my second rebuttal. So, the leader of opposition said that money provides use to like success and stuff. So my response to that is, why do they need the Saudi royal family's money when I'm going to propose a solution to this, when we can just gather more fans and to motivate them to do better in like competition and stuff
How would this be better than the money provided by the Saudi royal family, which is the richest in the world?
Well, firstly, I didn't say it. I was just saying that if this football club went to the Saudi royal family, went to their country, it would be basically the benefits of the club, all the talents that the football players in the club be taken away from this country and brought to the other countries. So one of the problems this brings is the financial problem, as you guys stated, and my solution is to get a fan base, to motivate them to do better in competition, something like that, that will like attract sponsorships to sponsor their football clubs so that they can make money on their own, like many football clubs have done. Okay, I end my speech. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's call the next speaker, Deputy Leader of the Opposition. Here.
Can I ask you how long for this?
or something. I can't remember.
Should we like every time when they put the national anthem, should we like pause for a while?
No lah.
I think you just speak louder. It's okay.
But we keep repeating it over and over.
Then you be louder.
They're rehearsing for
got
something.
they got like some breaking up. You see or not? Should we go later?
No need pause.
So there's one more round later. We can't drag this.
Yeah. Let's go.
Hey, Dialog, let's go.
Can I get a few seconds to start?
We have a lot of seconds already.
Yeah, there's a lot of seconds. They could spend singing the national.
Oh, wow, just a second.
They said
At least I adjust
with the bot.
At least I adjust
They said they can take a everybody can choose because they're not the same race. So they won't say something great because yours.
My speech will start. 3, 2, and 1. Chair, the reason why opposition takes this debate at such an early stage of the debate is pretty simple, as we are the only ones who actually care of having an original football club that is free from boycotts. You see, when we are free from boycotts, we can have a club that is fair and free from bias. Next, by being free from boycotts, our club will have time to earn more money and eventually get sponsorships. Now, now 5 things that I'm going to be doing in my debate speech today. Firstly, I'm going to be providing you with 3 layers of rebuttals, followed by another 2 layers of my arguments. Firstly, on why the club can get better training facilities, and second, on why the football clubs don't represent the country in the first place. Alright, now on to the rebuttals. The second speaker of government just repeated what the first speaker said. So he brings no new material and should not be credited at all. Next, they also said that why would the Saudi Arabia royal family want to buy these football clubs? But to help them, and also, but this is because they want to help them, and also because they see potential. And thirdly, they also said that fans are fans because of his performance. But I don't know how this benefits their side, because we have already proven it on our side. Now, moving on to my first point on, like what I said before, on why the club can get better training facilities. You see, the club will surely get better training facilities because of how we don't boycott on our side. And the club, sorry, I forgot where I was. No, thank you. You see, the club will surely get better training facilities because of how we don't have boycotts on our side, and the club will be able to maintain because of how the Saudi royal family will buy it and invest in it. And when they invest in it, they will surely employ more expensive and good coaches. And by them employing more expensive and good coaches, their players will eventually be better than ever in the long run. And eventually, this will be very beneficial to uphold the image of that specific team. However, on government, they would have a team that will constantly be laughed at about they would have a team that will constantly that people will constantly say bad things about the owner of that football club, and eventually this will be a very bad thing on GAF, because they will be laughed at for fighting for the change in ownership. Next, we also tell you that our side has more benefits in the long run, because number one, like I said before, we will have a better player in the we will have better players in the long run, but we also tell you that we will have an image that is maintained, and this plays an important part in maintaining the name of that football club. Now, moving on to an impact. If government doesn't have these good training facilities, they will suffer a lot because of how their players will get training at some kind of rundown facilities, which can even be dangerous. Next, if they protest boycott, they will also create a lot of chaos within the country and its citizens. You see, if they protest boycott, they will be susceptible to people who will disagree with them, and by disagreeing, chaos will occur because they won't be able to come to a conclusion. Now, moving on to a comparative. GAF may have more freedom of speech because the fans will boycott to have a change in ownership. However, on our side, we tell you that we have a stable amount of money to uphold our club and even our facilities. So in the long run, like I said a lot of times before, we will be more beneficial than what GAF is trying to push. Now, moving on to my second point on why the football clubs don't represent the country in the first place. You see, GAF, they said that they will be taken away by the country. However, this is very irrelevant because most of the football clubs in countries are normally funded by businessmen or rich families who buy over these clubs. For example, like the Saudi royal family, they buy over these clubs, and these clubs are not owned by the country, so the country won't be able to remove this club. So I don't know what they're trying to say when they say that, oh, all these clubs will be taken away by the country. Okay, lastly, moving on to an impact. Even though these clubs get taken away by the country or get boycott by the country because the country doesn't like them, these clubs can still survive because they have all these rich families, rich businessmen supporting them, like Saudi Arabia, other rich businessmen. And with this, I'm proud to oppose. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's call the next speaker, Goff with Kenya.
I'll be starting my speech in 3, 2, 1. Alright, first of all, in my speech, I'll be giving some rebuttals, and then I'll be moving on to the clashing. Now, first of all, one of the things I've been hearing is how all the benefits of going to Saudi, of being taken over by the Saudi Arabia. But here's the thing, I don't hear you talking about an example of how, giving an example. All I've been talking about is how the Saudi would help. But is there really an example but where's the example that you can give to support this idea? All you've been talking about is assuming. But doesn't the Saudi already have a football club themselves? Why would they need another football club? Why would they need another football club when they already have a football club of their own? Alright? Second of all, and another thing, what if, right, the Saudi Arabia were to acquire this football club, and then the trader and everything, this would ruin the Saudi, as you say, as they might merge the two clubs together or something, or just swap the players between them. In my opinion, it might ruin the connection of the players that were already initially in the club. And how are you so sure that the Saudi are here to help this struggling football club? Why would they want a struggling football club if there's nothing special about it? Of course, they want the players. Why do they want the players? So that they can, for their own selfish personal gain. Sure.
If they don't want to help this struggling football club, then why would they even buy it in the first place?
I was about to get to that. Why would they want to buy this struggling football club? One, because of the players. Alright? They want the players. What do they want the players? They want the players. They want the players to play and represent Saudi. They want the players for themselves. They want to have the good player. For example, they want to Mbappe, I think. Not sure. Yeah, they want to Mbappe from England. Now, why do they want to take Mbappe? First, they gave Mbappe like the most expensive salary.
Eli,
Yeah.
this expensive salary, are you denying that it will help Mbappe, therefore it will make the fans happy if Mbappe is richer?
Seriously, Mbappe is already rich. Wait. Wait. Mbappe, in my opinion, Mbappe is already rich from being coming from a non-struggling football club. We're talking about a struggling football club here. A struggling football club here. Alright? So, why would they want this? So that the money would draw Mbappe in. For what? In my opinion, Mbappe is already rich. They want Mbappe to come over so that he can fight for them. Like for example, in 2026 there will be another World Cup. The Saudi will probably want that football club as you say, they can see potential in them. They will take that football club, take their potential, and use the football club for themselves and try to win a World Cup for themselves, thus improving their fame. But this is all mostly for their own personal gain, not for them. They pose as if they're trying to help him, but all they're doing mostly, their main goal is to improve, is for their own country and their own gain, and their own royal family image. Now, my second rebuttal. You said that the football club would be free of boycotts, spoken by the second speaker. But I want to ask, how are they free of boycotts? You never explicitly explain that they are free of boycotts. How exactly are these? Is the struggling football club after being taken by Saudi Arabia, the Saudi Arabian family, will be free of boycotts, and even and now I'll go on with the clashing. Yeah, the clashing. As you has stated before, as you has stated that the players, one of your points is that they will be able to provide and continue to be a club. I'm using this in my own words, so please, so what they taking this will provide the financial stability for the club itself to continue being a club as the Saudi are rich. Now on our side, we have talked about alternatives to this as like sponsorships. Now, why do I think that the sponsorships are more important than Saudi themselves? Now, why the sponsorships are more important than Saudi themselves. First of all, sponsorships is not one singular person, one singular family. Sponsorships are coming from sponsorships worldwide. But the sponsorships, in my opinion, they will generate and give these players and these football clubs more popularity than whatever these Saudis can do. If Saudi is one singular family, but these sponsorships, we know them everywhere. We will notice these football players in ads. Sponsorships are way more effective at increasing the popularity of the football player rather than use the Saudi to also increase the football player. So you win in the clash of which side will give the football club more popularity. Now on the second clash, which is again these 2 points on money. Now sure, the Saudi are rich, but these sponsorships are, but with the amount of sponsorships, if this football club performs well, is even more better than what the Saudi can give. For example, I don't know, Ronaldo never went to Saudi or something, he took like mostly of these sponsorships. Whatever. Thank you for my speech.
Thank you very much. Let's invite the next speaker, Opposition Whip. Here.
Chair, on our side, we as a fan of our football team are glad that our financially struggling football club is finally getting recognition and aid. On our side, we recognize that the Saudi royal family is recognizing their talent. We recognize that as a fan, our football club has received a lot of help and has everything to gain from this interaction as they receive better training facilities, they receive better financial incentives, they receive higher competition levels and career opportunities here. Now, in my speech, I will be giving a few rebuttals to deconstruct the case. I will also give a few questions before summing up my side's case. Now, I'd like to start with some of my rebuttals. They also said that the club doesn't need Saudi Arabia's money because they can maybe gather up people to donate to them or they can get sponsorships. Firstly, the Saudi royal family is one of the richest in the world. Whatever you say cannot come close to whatever the Saudi royal family has to offer towards the club. So we on our side have the exclusive benefit of financial stability that will definitely help the club and also the fan, which correlates directly to the club's success. Now, they also keep claiming that we didn't give any examples about Saudi Arabia helping the clubs. Well, I don't think we need to give any examples, but since you asked, I will kindly give. Now, in Qatar, Said Sahin, formerly known as Stephen Cherino, was a Kenyan-born long-distance runner. But since he noticed that Qatar had very good facilities and are very rich, he changed his citizenship in 2003 and subsequently won gold medals for Qatar in the Olympics. This is why you need that kind of head start from richer entities to be able to succeed, because financial stability is everything in sports. Now, they also claim that Saudi Arabia already has a club, therefore they don't need to get another club. Let me tell you, right, firstly, that on our side we have a fiat saying that the motion already said that the Saudi Arabia wants to buy the club already. You can't say that they don't want to buy it, right? It's already in the motion. You cannot debate about that. They also claim that there is no incentive for Saudi Arabia to help the team. If there is no incentive for them to help the team, why did they buy the team in the first place? Why did they? Yes.
We did not say that they want to. We don't want them to buy it. Rather, we say we want to protest and boycott the change of ownership.
So you don't want. If you protest, it means you don't want it. So you don't want it. So you protest.
Yeah lah.
Then why you protest?
Okay, no
discussion.
Sorry.
Okay. So I don't know what they said here. They tried to clarify that they are protesting and not they don't want it. But when people protest, you have to understand that they don't want what they're protesting for. So I'm pretty sure that is just not supposed to be credited. So they also claim that it's selfish for Saudi Arabia to take control or collect these teams because they want to use it for their own use. But don't you realize how good this is for the Football Cup? Okay, let's say they really are very, very evil. They want to win the Football Cup or whatever, so they want to collect as many people as they want. Since they have money, they can do that. But don't you think that even if this is true, which it isn't, they probably want to help them financially and probably see potential in them anyway. That type of mindset could also be helpful towards the club and therefore in correlation with the fan itself. Because if you want your team to succeed, because you want to win the World Cup or something, then you need to provide them with excellent facilities, you need to provide them with experience, you need to provide them with many things that is valuable that is not present on their side because they do not have financial stability. Okay, they also keep saying that Mbappe is already rich or something because Mbappe moved to Saudi Arabia, they took Saudi Arabia or something, which I don't even think is true in the first place, but let's just go with it. They keep saying, they say that Mbappe is already rich, so he has no incentive to just go there. But really it's opposite here because here it's clearly specified in the motion that it's a financially struggling club, so they need the money to survive because they don't have money. If you don't have money, then you're not popular, you don't have sponsors, whatever they say, they have not proven why it is more likely to happen than what is happening on our side. Therefore, they did not debate our likelihood, they did not debate our feasibility, they did not prove anything on their side, they just said one-liners the whole time, and that is why, since we have proven most of our points, we have won this debate. They have never talked about the actor in this debate either. If you look at the motion, the actor is the fan. The motion clearly says this house as a fan. The actor is a fan. You have to correlate how this is benefiting your fan, right? Because as a fan, you have the incentive to support your club and you want your club to succeed. You want your club to succeed by getting more chances, getting more opportunities to go competitions, getting more financial stability. This is the things that makes your fans happy. And they have not done anything about this. They have not done any actor analysis, whereas we have done it for all of our speeches. And since this is an actor motion, I think that we have completely won this debate. They also said that never mind, I'll now move on to my clashes. Now, which side is best for the football club and therefore correlates directly to the fan? Now, their side argues that sponsorships are better than Saudi Arabia, so they want to protest against Saudi Arabia buying it. So, but I've already proven, and my side's whole case is already proven, the Saudi royal family is very, very rich. You cannot debate against that. You cannot debate that sponsorships can give more money than what the Saudi royal family is offering, because as the whip has stated, yes, Mbappe was bought by Saudi royal family because of the large amount of money that they offer to Mbappe. That is why he wants it. And it's not that they are selfish because of it. It's a trade-off. You give them money so that they can live, and then they give you their offer, their work, they give you their expertise. This is not selfish, this is instead a trade-off. Now, obviously this trade-off is way better than whatever they have talked about with like sponsorships. Because notice that as a financially struggling team, you're not going to get much sponsorships, right? And obviously it's not going to be that much compared to Saudi Arabia family. So with that, based on all of the things that I've proposed to you, I'm proud to propose to you.
Thank you very much.
Wait, let's proceed to the off reply. Here.
My speech will start in 3, 2, and 1. Ladies and gentlemen, members of the floor, we as side government strongly believe that we have conquered this debate because we as side opposition strongly believe that we have conquered this debate because whatever that government has brought up is just a fantasy. Chair, LO has already told you that
the Saudi Arabia family just bought a financially struggling club that they see potential in. So we have clearly told you that they don't just buy it for the players. Next, side government also accepts our POIs and return us with very little elaboration. So this clearly shows that they are very unsure about the motion in today's debate. Now, carrying on with what opposition has told you already. We have also told you that we should not protest boycotts in order to maintain a good name for our club. Next, we have also told you that Saudi royal family is super rich. So government can't just keep bringing up some random facts saying that the club will be taken away if all these like royal families start like chipping in money and stuff like that. Yeah, and with this, I'm proud to oppose. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'll reply to wrap the debate up. Let's call the off reply.
Here, here.
I'll be starting my speech in 3, 2, 1. So in my speech, I'll be clarifying why our side clearly wins this debate and why you should give this issue to us, not the opposition side. So firstly, they did not answer our question, which is, let's say if this football club does get taken away and is sponsored by the Saudi royal family, but sure, they have money, they can buy everything, they have expensive coaching, they have a lot of privileges, they can do anything they want with the money. But the thing is, what's the benefit for the Saudi royal family makes use of the football members, right? But then, if the club is independent, then why would the Saudi royal family want them? There has to be some catch. So like, with that, I end my speech. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. You can cross the floor, shake hands, and just step out of the room.
Can I go to the toilet?
Sorry?
Can I go to the toilet?
You can do anything you want until I call you back.